What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the all-new 2021 BMW 4 Series. Huge shout out and thank you to Hendrick BMW of Charlotte on Independence for providing this vehicle for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website down in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new 2021 model year BMWs, so check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is finished off in Alpine White, has the M Sport package, and has an MSRP at $57,000. Underneath the hood, this features an inline 4-cylinder twin-power turbocharged engine that cranks out 255 horsepower and 294 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission and sends the power to the rear wheels. And with a curb weight coming in at 3,578 pounds, you can expect to get 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. And all running off a 15.6 gallon fuel tank, you're looking at 26 miles per gallon in the city and 34 out on the highway. The overall length is 188 inches with a wheelbase at 112.2. The width is 72.9 inches with a height of 54.8. The M Sport package also gives it a set of Brembo brakes up front, finished off in red. They are 4 pistons up front with floating calipers in the rear, and then this has ventilated disc brakes in all 4 corners. We have an optional set of 19-inch wheels finished off in a 2-tone satin black and satin silver, and they have a really aggressive design all wrapped in a Bridgestone tire. One of the most noticeable changes for the 2021 BMW 4 Series is this new kidney-shaped grille. It features vertical openings that have a really large design to them, all finished off with gloss black trim around them with silver trim inside the mesh. The new grille is much larger than previous generations, spanning from the lower portion of the bumper all the way to the top. This also has another opening beneath the grille to allow more cooling to the engine. The upper portion of the grille has slots that'll open and close, depending if the engine needs more cooling or if the body needs more aerodynamics. It also features a forward-facing camera right in the center, as well as 6 parking sensors within the front bumper. And then on the farthest sides of the bumper, there's a cutout to allow air to go into the bumper and pass through out around the front tires for better efficiency. There's LED fog lights on each side with more openings to the engine. And then moving to the BMW LED headlights, which feature LED running lights as well. And the front end flows to the hood very well with sharp lines on each side, really to give the new 4 Series a modern appearance. And then moving to the side profile, all the black trim and the black wheels have a great contrast against this white color. We have gloss black trim around the side mirrors, as well as gloss black for the mirror caps with LED turn signals and a camera located in them. We have a sharp body line right in the center of the door that's really prominent and leads to the bulges in the rear fenders to give this a wide appearance. And then there's another sharp body line in the lower portion of the door flowing its way to the backside of the front fenders. This spec also features a sunroof, and then if we take a step back and look at the entire side profile, the new 4 Series is extremely proportional. I love how the roof line slopes all the way to the rear end. And then moving to the rear end of the 430i, you can see how all the sleek body lines flow together really nicely to give this a modern appearance. We have a prominent vent piece in the farthest sides of the rear bumper. There's also 6 parking sensors in the back. There's a gloss black trim piece for the rear bumper, as well as a gloss black rear diffuser with your dual exhaust with black tips. It also features the standard backup camera right in the BMW logo and your 430i badge over on the right side. And then wrapping it all up with these LED taillights with a smoked out design in the top section. So there's a good look at the all-new 2021 BMW 4 Series. Comment down below, what do you guys think of the new design? The front end has a little bit of controversy around it, but I think it looks really cool. Has a nice modern design to it. So now if we go ahead and take a look at the interior, to lock the car, I just hit the BMW logo right on the key fob. Then going up to the vehicle, grabbing the door handle, it'll automatically unlock. We can get a great view at this interior. With the M Sport, we have this really cool black leather with blue stitching everywhere. Has a really nice contrast to it. We also get silver trim everywhere. And then if we take a look and start with the door panel, you can see all black leather with blue stitching. Has such a nice contrast with some padding on your armrest. Really nice design all the way up to the grab handle. We have your window controls and mirror controls, as well as the memory seat buttons, the aluminum release handle with your lock and unlock, and then part of the Harman Kardon audio system with 2 speakers. We also have some storage in the lower section, as well as the trunk release button. Then if we make our way inside, we have the M logo on this aluminum door sill, really adding to this sporty design. Then all the power seat functions are on this left side, forward, back, and recline, all of your lumbar supports as well as your bolstering control. In the forward portion of the seat, you can grab the handle and extend this leg rest outward for a little bit better comfort. And then you can see the entire design with all the stitching, the cool contours to it, really nice bolsters to them. I love all the stitching. makes its way all the way up to the headrest, really giving this an awesome interior. Then flipping around to the steering wheel, it's finished off in black leather. We also have black leather along the airbag, silver trim, and an M logo. And then now inside the 4 Series, if I close the door, the seatbelt's going to automatically extend outwards for easy access. And then keeping my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. This features a full LCD screen for the center gauges. We have your speedometer on the left side with your fuel level, a tachover on the right with the engine temperature, and then navigation pops up right in the center. If we change your different driving modes to Sport or Eco Pro, if I go under Sport mode now, you can see how it changes up a little bit, giving it more aggressive design. The M logos even come up over there with the colors. Going into Eco Pro gets a little bit more conservative with a gas mileage gauge on it. We have all your cruise control settings over on the left side of the steering wheel with the heated steering wheel button right in the center, and then Bluetooth and audio controls over on the right side. This also features steering wheel mounted paddle shifters that have a really good design to them. Your turn signal stock over on the left side, and tapping this BC button will change a few items in the screen. You can see a horsepower and torque gauge, a G meter, more entertainment can pop up as well. You can continue to scroll to see what gear you're in, and many other things like that. And then over on the left side of the steering wheel, we have all of your headlight controls as well as the interior lighting. You have your ambient lighting as well with silver accents around the air vent. We have some black trim, and then you can see more of the blue stitching along the dash as well as the heads-up unit right in the center. We have a speaker on the center of the dash as well. Really nice design with everything with silver trim everywhere. I like the cool texture you get. And then taking a look at the center screen now, if I use these shortcuts down here, we can go to the home button. Right in your home menu, you have navigation, radio, and communication. You can scroll over to see more information within the vehicle. And then on this left side, you can go through your media and control all of that. You can go back home under your communication, and then back to the home again. You can go in your full navigation screen to see everything come up. You have the car logo, which you can change a lot of the settings within the vehicle, which is really nice to do. Then going back to home, we have apps as well, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and then you can scroll through here to see different items. And then if I go ahead and put the vehicle into reverse, the backup camera is automatically going to come up. And if I turn the steering wheel, the guidelines change as well. And then over on this right side, you can tap the different screen, and you can tap these icons, and it changes the screen over on the left side to different views around the car, hitting the automatic button as well. And then if we go ahead and put the vehicle into forward, it switches to the forward-facing camera. And then going ahead and tapping the P button to go back into park. We have an LCD screen and air vents all underneath that, and right here we have all of your controls for your temperature, your different zones. This is dual zone. You have your fan speed and off right in the center. Then you have defrost button as well as your heated seat buttons, recirc and AC. Beneath that we have some of your radio controls. Swiping your finger along this will actually change all of the presets so you can easily view them. And then beneath that you just press this. It opens up to reveal 2 cup holders as well as a USB port and a 12 volt. And we have a wireless phone charging port above that. Closing this up, we can see all the cool trim, the nice texture, the smooth silver, and more blue stitching. Then we have your gear selector below that. You can tap for traction control. Tapping this icon right here is a shortcut for the camera, so I like how easily you can access that. We also have parking sensors, your engine start stop feature, all your different driving modes right here, as well as an auto hold and a park and brake. And then the panel over on the right side is the rotary dial to actually control everything you saw on this touch screen. We have a lot of shortcut buttons. You can go to home, you can tap the map button. You can easily rotate the dial to go to where you would like, and then tapping it into different menus. So I like how easily accessible this is. It also has a touchpad on the top. You move it every which way, so it's really nice how everything works. Then we have a back button as well as options. And then on the back side now, we have your nice armrest with black leather and more blue stitching. And then opening this up, we have a pretty good amount of space in here with a USB port and a light. And if we can go ahead and close that up, you can see more of the ambient lighting beneath the dash. And opening up for the glove box, we have quite a lot of storage space in here as you would expect. And then closing that door, we can get a really good look at the interior of the 2021 BMW 4 Series. I love the contrast with the black leather and blue stitching everywhere. Really gives us a nice sporty design. And then up top, we have your LED dome lights. They have a really cool design to them. And then pressing this back once, it automatically opens up the sunshade. And then once that's open, we can pull this button back again and the sunroof will open up. And to now take a look at the rear seat space, we can grab the handle on the backside of the front seat, automatically opens up the seat and it'll slide forward. We have the same stitching and leather for the interior on the back, which has a really nice design. With this open, it gives you a great spot to easily enter the rear seats. So I'm 5'11". I do have the driver's seat set to my height once we put it back. But sitting back here, my head just barely touches the ceiling, so it's actually pretty roomy for being a two-door car. And then over on this left side, we have more of the blue stitching, a speaker, and a pretty good armrest with a little bit of a storage pocket. We also have a really large window here, so it feels really nice and open. And then taking a look at this center portion right here, we can pull this centerpiece out, and we actually have a good armrest. And then pressing this, we have cup holders that reveal themselves. And then with this down, you can even grab this handle and pull this entire cushion down, and then you have access to the trunk space, which is really cool. So I like how everything is fitting like that. And then you can close this all the way up. You have some pretty good amenities back here as well, like a storage net behind the seats, climate control vents with all of your climate controls, and 2 USBs. Then if I pull this seat back, it'll automatically lock and then slide its way back. And then even with the seat back in this position, I have quite a lot of knee room and foot room, and I do have this set to my height. So very practical and roomy for a two-door. And then just lifting this handle up again, automatically fold the seat up and easily get out. And then to take a look at the trunk space, you can use the button on the key fob, the one on the interior door panel, or there is one right beneath the BMW logo. That pops open, the trunk opens nice up. We have a really good amount of space in here, very squared off for larger items. There's even a storage pocket on each side for added storage space. And then on the top side of the trunk, we have little handles you can pull that'll actually release the rear seats. And with the seats folded down, you can see just how much more space we have inside of the 2021 BMW 4 Series. I really like how they've maximized cargo space for a two-door car. And then moving on the inside, you can see just how flat the seats fold and how large of an opening it is to the trunk. So really nice to see in the 4 Series. So we are now setting off in the 2021 BMW 4 Series. So this car is a new design from the previous years. The new front end I think looks really cool. I love how the kitty-shaped grills are going all the way from the top to the bottom of the bumper. It definitely gives it a unique design to it. Now that we are inside the car, I just got out of the 430i, which is more of an M Sport version. It has the 6-cylinder engine. This one we have the 4-cylinder turbo, so it'll be interesting to see the power differences between the two engines. But first and foremost, as we're just on some basic city roads here, as far as comfort and the interior goes, this is a really comfortable car. I love just how smooth these new BMWs drive. The suspension, I don't feel any bumps or anything like that. It's absorbing them very nicely and just offers a nice comfortable ride. And then on the interior, everything that you're touching is a nice material. I love the leather on the steering wheel, the armrest, everything that you're touching within the car just feels nice. And then the fit and finish, the way all the buttons work, it's really user friendly. And then as far as visibility goes, looking out the windshield has a really good view. I like how large the side glass is as well, so you can easily see over your left and right shoulder. And those rear windows do a really good job letting you see what's going on. The camera might see the other 4 Series behind me that Mike is filming. He's doing another 440i. And then the mirrors do a good job as well to see that car behind me. It looks cool rolling, I must say. I love the new design. It definitely looks pretty sweet. So we are in comfort mode right now, which is the default. Like I said, very comfortable and smooth. The automatic transmission shifts very smooth. And then hitting a few bumps right there, you don't really feel too much. So if I put this into manual mode, or sport mode actually, then if I pull it back once, we're now into manual. And then I can hit sport mode. We have a sport mode and a sport individual. So I'll just keep it in the default sport mode right now. We'll come up to a turn right here. I love the Brembo brakes you get. They do a good job keeping the car at a slow speed when you need it. So from third gear, wow. That's more peppy than you would think. That is one thing I've noticed with BMWs. They don't make slow cars. Everything that they offer has an adequate power plant. And even this being the slowest version of the new 4 Series. Wow. That actually accelerates very nicely, right up to 60 without even thinking. That's impressive. You know, we got a little 4-cylinder with excellent gas mileage, and yet it's peppy. We have a red light now, so we'll see it from a slower speed. But coming to a stop again, those brakes, yeah, they definitely do a great job. But then now just kind of feeling out the car. I like the materials you get, the stitching I love. I definitely love contrast stitching. But really hard car to go wrong with. You have a lot to offer. So getting up to speed now, first gear, second. Wow. Wow, that is quick. I was not expecting the 4-cylinder to actually be that quick feeling. Wow. That's awesome. I love how instant the throttle response is, and the turbo gets you right up to speed. And then overall, just ride quality, cruising in the new 4 Series, getting comfortable in the seat. I like the leg rest that extends, gives you that added comfort. The bolsters, I love how you can adjust that and tighten up around your body to fit different body sizes. I'm fitting really nice in this car as a driver. I have quite a few inches of headroom. Of course, you have the sunroof that can open up for just even more visibility and light on the interior. But overall, city driving, I like how smooth it is. Of course, we have the engine start stop, excellent gas mileage, so it's a really good daily driver. This is going to be a fantastic car for the day-to-day, and then with the seats folding down, you can fit golf clubs or any large items in the back. So then back into the sport mode and manual, we'll feel it out as far as the performance goes. We have a nice twisty turn as we get on the highway. I like how the engine gets a little bit louder too in this mode, so it just gives you a little bit better feedback. Downshifts are super quick from this 8-speed automatic. And then as we take some nice twisty turns, feeling out the suspension, there is hardly any body roll. That's actually pretty impressive. I was expecting this to be not as flat as the M440, but it feels really similar. It is a lighter weight car as well, so it carries the weight super nice. And then getting up to speed, I mean, that's 60 without even thinking. That is really impressive. I love how BMW does their cars. And we got a little underpass, not that it makes too much noise. But yeah, you really can't go wrong. And this car, pretty affordable price, in that $50,000 range for a nice BMW. That is really, really impressive. Back to comfort and automatic. The car tones down and it's in the highest gear now. We're back into a luxury car. Can't go wrong, I think, with the new 4 Series. I love the way it looks too. I think all around it just blends so nicely, and I love how it's different. The front end is different, it stands out, and I think that's what you want in a cool new car. So that's about it for the 2021 BMW 430i. Huge shout out and thank you once again to Hendrick BMW of Charlotte on Independence. Definitely check out their website down in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new BMWs, and they're getting all the 2021s ready to go, so check them out. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.